Well, hello, my friends. Welcome back to the bench. Today we're going to be testing another portable air compressor. This one's a little beefier and a little bit of a story behind it. I originally was going to test the No Name from Spray Gunner and went to order it, and it was out. Let's see if I can skin this out. It was out, so I pre-ordered it, waited for it, and then as I put that aside, I found this one on Amazon, and it is a similar one. I'm going to show you what I paid for each of these. All right, here is the Spray Gunner. It was like 80 bucks, 88 out of credit, so it was a little less than that. Giant battery. I'll show you that in a second. We're going to weigh it. And now this one is out again, pre-orders. It didn't take long, It didn't take long, but it's funny that now that one's out and this one is back in. What did I pay for this one? 69 bucks. I think, yeah, coupon is 62. It's a little less. When did I buy this thing? Look at that. I purchased it May 18th. Let me tell you the story. I shot the video for this, or started to anyway, and when I got to the point in the video, I was going to see what I paid for it. I was going to put the link up to it. It was gone. It said unavailable. Have no idea when it's coming, so I scrapped the video. Now I can't even find the video. And but now this is back in stock. The other one isn't, but I know the Spray Gunners didn't take long to come in. But I have both of them sitting here. They're very similar. I think just the color is off, and the carrying part is a little different on each one. This one has a shoulder strap. The other one has a pouch. But you can both can be worn around your shoulder for portable use, which I think is pretty cool because I've taken mine outside and I did a little touch-up work on my motorcycle with an airbrush. And this would have came in handy. But anyway, they're both very similar, so we'll pick one to work with here. All right, this is the part. Let me show you the compressor itself. It's pretty massively beefy. This is all battery right here. And the battery's removable. Yep, there you go. Check that out. And this, let's get this out of the way. And this is where it clips onto here. It slides in, I believe. Let me see if I get it right. Here it is, this way. Shows it on the back there anyway. And that's it. And then what happens there is it's got clips for the shoulder pad, just like a duffel bag. All right, we clip it here and one here. And then you can wear it at your side. So that's pretty cool. This one came with a cheap airbrush that seems to be built like a tank. One of these standard airbrushes. I'm not going to use this. Oh, it's pretty smooth. Not too bad. These cheap airbrushes have come a long way. But it's got a hose. It's got the charging cable. So there you go. I'm going to show you the weight on this thing. Let's get a scale. Let's get this out of the way. All right. There we go. All right, let's put this on. This is my postal scale. Yeah, there we go. Okay, here we go. Let's see what this thing weighs. Now, it feels heavier than that. 1 pound, 15 ounces. So let me get the Spray Gunner one. And let's compare that one. So here in the Spray Gunner, you can see the pouch. And it's upright. And you can hold your paints and whatnot, which is actually pretty nice. And you can order this with the compressor or with the airbrush. Obviously, I have plenty of airbrushes. Motor pressure's at 40 to 50 psi. Auto stop, that means when it's not pumping air, it's 28 psi. And when it's working, it's 8 to 15. A lot of them get that wrong. A lot of them will say, oh, it's 40, 50 psi. It's not. It's just the motor pressure. Oh, actually, they're saying it right here. Many compressors on Amazon advertise high pressure, 27 to 60, but the true working pressure is 8 to 12. This one actually says 8 to 15. On standard models, in comparison, our compressor delivers working pressure at 15. Auto stops at 28. Motor pressures. So I got a pressure gauge here, so we're going to plug this in and see if, once it stops, it is at 28. That'll tell me it's pretty accurate. So we'll see what we got going there. And let's check this one out. Oh, it's in the pouch already. Here we go. Let's get this out of the way. So there we go. So the pouch, that's pretty nice. This is the charging cable. Here's the hose. Oh, the hose has a nice holder on it. Check that out. The strap, here's the strap. Yeah, this is pretty nice. I do like this holder a little bit better. But all we care about now is the compressor. So let's get this out of the way. Let's get this plastic off it. Their theme is orange and black. I ordered another compressor, and I'm waiting for that to come in. It's a full-size compressor like the one I have sitting on the floor here, but it's got a digital readout for the pressure, which is kind of rare. Instead of the old dial, it's got a digital readout. So I ordered that too, but that didn't show up, so I'm guessing that is a pre-order also. So let's go ahead and check the weight, see if they're pretty close. Oh, all right. Oh, just a little bit lighter. But I did have the carry thing on this piece of plastic. So maybe I added to the weight a little bit there. All right. So let's go ahead and attach a hose to it now. I got my own hose. We'll leave the other one in the box. So let's see what we got. Here we go. All right. I have a quick release on the end so the air won't come out. Let's see how quiet this thing is. All right. Yeah, we got a quick release. Yes, we do. All right. Here is the on-off. Here it is. Oh, that's pretty quiet. It stopped already. Where is the battery? Oh, 100%. Yeah. Okay. All right. What did it say? 28 PSI. Let's see if that's where this thing ends up. Oh, man. I mean, on the nose. Check that out. So the working PSI will be 15, as it says. Look at that. That's pretty accurate. Let's check the other one. Let's check the other one. Let me reach down and grab that one. Sorry, guys. I had to reach down and grab the other one and switch hoses. So let's go ahead and turn this one on. Ooh, it's a deeper sound than the other one. Two different sounds. I think the spray gun one had a little better sound to it. All right, here we go. No, they're the same. Right up there. Just under. I think the spray gun one was a little higher. Yep, the other spray gun one was a little bit higher. But I'm not going to tell the working. But I think it's pretty accurate. That if it says what this is and it's exact, then the working air pressure is going to be 15. So what we're going to do is we're going to spray a couple items. We're going to spray something with a smaller needle. I'll use my airbrush here, my Midnight Tide, and then we'll use the Swelltail with a 0.7. We're going to see if this thing can push out some paint through a really large needle with some primer. And that's basically what we're going to try. We're going to try those two and see what we get. And yeah, so, well, let me get everything prepped up. Let me get some paint ready, some primer ready, and let's try these out. Okay, first up is one of my new colors. This is a cobalt, steel cobalt, I believe. So here we are. I'm loaded up. This color comes out today, actually. So let's see how it sprays. Oh, it pushes the paint pretty nice. Great color. This color just came in. They showed me a sample, the guys that make my paint. And I really like this one. Not quite as dark as the black and blue. It's more, like I said, it's a cobalt, but a metallic cobalt. Yeah, it pushes the paint quite a bit. This is not matching at 15 PSI it says it shoots at. This is pretty impressive. Look at that. Wow. Can you hear it turning on and off? It's on the floor below me. I might as well just use up all the rest of the paint here. There it is. All right. So there's my new cobalt blue. Wow, that is beautiful. Look at that color. So anyway, yeah, man, it sprayed this pretty good. no problem pushing this metallic. My paint is has a heavy metal flake to it, but it doesn't really show, you know. It's just a heavy pigment. Wow, it looks great. All right, so let me clean this out, and then I will grab, this one was the one from Amazon, and I'll grab the spray gunner one, and we'll try that with the bigger nozzle. All right, the spray gunner is attached. Let me show you. Reach down. There it is. I got it turned up all the way. Personally, if it says 15, I'm going to leave it at turned up all the way anyway. I mean, I usually don't spray less than that, you know, as it is. Yeah, it's pushing the paint. Usually it just spits paint out when it's a big needle. Get this spoon here. And I'm going to show you the run time. It says it can run at least an hour. I think it was an hour and 80 minutes. So, yeah, lays it down pretty smooth. Look at that. All right, so yeah, it works pretty good. Back at the bench, I'm going to show you the manual. It shows the working time, which is kind of impressive. But yeah, it can push the paint. It atomizes it good too, which is a key thing. I spray all these when I primer. I got this plastic with these lines in it from a model railroading store, and it's good for testing paints. And these little plastic sheets, just like the spoons, you know. But yeah, it covers quick. It does a good job. All right, yeah, we'll wrap this up at the bench. I'll show you the running working times recommended. All right, so yeah, I said we would go over the book here, and it says run. Here it is. Working time continuously 60 to 80 minutes. So there we go. Yeah, it performs well, both of them. I have nothing bad to say about them. They're beefy. They take up a lot less room. I personally still have a big standalone, you know, with the tank. But if somebody is moving around a bit and they travel or they want to spray outside, you really cannot go wrong with either of these. They performed admirably, we will say. This sprayed the primer fine, which means, you know, it'll work on both. I actually sprayed some primer spoons with this one earlier when I got it. Did the same thing. They both perform well. And just so I can mention it again, this is one of my new colors. There they are. Cobalt Steel. I have Okinawa Ocean, Hanada, Hanada Aquamarine, and Chocolate Steel. Or Steel Chocolate. I forgot which one I named it. Check that out. Beautiful pigments. Excellent colors. These just came in today at Gundam Pros. These 4 new colors. So check those out. And I will put a link to both. The red one's on Amazon. Orange is on Spray Gunner. I'll put links below to either one if you guys are interested. I'm probably going to have to sell these, or I'll figure something out. Anybody on my Patreon channel interested in these? Maybe we'll work a deal out. We'll crank these out for half price or cost of shipping or something. We'll figure something out. So anybody on Patreon looking for this, let me know, and we can work a deal. But anyway, there you go. I like them, and a thumb up. So anyway, there you go. I'm going to be doing quicker videos, I think, midweek, like a marker test where, you know, we'll have to go full-blown video. Maybe we'll do 10, 12-minute video. And with that, we'll test the markers, or we'll test a single color that's a specialty color. So I'm thinking maybe I'll show some of my new colors in a quick video. So I might do quicker videos midweek, longer form videos over the weekend. Something I'll experiment with this upcoming week. So we will do that probably starting this week. And I got a couple of colors I'd like to show you guys. I got some marker sets that have been sitting here. These I've been testing. They're pretty nice. I'm letting this dry because on the video we're going to put some clear on top. These are markers. And yeah, I've been putting that off. I should get this test going. So there's, like I said, maybe we'll do a quick video where I'll just show all the colors, and we'll test them quick. It's only a set of markers. And I got a couple of specialty colors I'm going to show you guys, and maybe we'll show you some of the new colors in my lineup. Like that, we'll do some quick videos, 10-minute videos, and on the weekend we'll do more long-form reviews. So it's an experiment. We'll see if it works. We'll try it this week. Thank you so much, guys. Anyway, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell as we do at least one video a week. In the background, you see what I'm listening? I got a bunch of new stuff, bunch of CDs come in the house on a weekly basis. I think I just passed 8,000 CDs. I'm a music CD fanatic, particularly metal. So this is Elm Street, borderline thrash, that kind of stuff. Really great stuff. So is Slither. Pretty young guys. Power thrash, I would say the same thing. And this just came in. Quick album, goes by fast. And excellent. Great production. Evermore, they have a few albums out. Phenomenal power metal. And just finished this album, and it was awesome. So we're going straight metal across the board. Anyway, guys, have a great rest of your weekend. You guys are awesome. God bless you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day.